Pete Fox and Mark LeCaire from the Rabobank Arena in Bakersfield, California, wrapping up day 2 of the CIF State Basketball Finals. First game we saw today was Laverne Lutheran winning the Division 5 title. It's their first title in over 28 years. Very small school. They have 150 students, and they went out and played some grinded-out basketball to win their first title.
You know what, when you come from such a small school, it obviously means more. I mean, less students, you think less talent to pull from. Not the case here. These kids played out that grinded-out style, 35-32. They held the opposition to 9 second-half points. You know what, it's not pretty, it's not a lot of offense, but it gets the job done. Congratulations.
Yes, and they won a title, and the first one in quite a while. That game was followed by the Division 3 girls final, which was St. Mary's of Stockton taking it to Bishop Amat in a rather dominating game.
There's just no question about it. They come out early, set the tone, get out, they run, 89-41. Look away, it's not pretty.
Yeah, it's not what we're used to seeing from Bishop Amat. That game was followed by the Division 3 boys final, which in our opinion was really the game of the day. This was Sarah of Gardena taking on Bishop O'Dowd. Now Sarah playing for something more than just a CIF state final, as they lost one of their players, Vaughn Autry's father, just before the playoffs started, so they had a lot on their minds and they had a lot to play for.
Oh, absolutely, and the way that the team was able to rally around him provided that surge that they needed, not only to get into the CIF state championship run, but to actually finish it off with a great effort. You know, we saw a great run there at the end of the game. It looked like Sarah was in control much of the night. Then all of a sudden what happens? Bishop, not refusing to go quietly into the night, as they say, makes a great run, forces overtime. Sarah's able to bring it all back together at the end, show the kind of composure that it takes to be a champion.
Yep. We caught up with Vaughn Autry, obviously, Pete Schomburger, the leader of their team, and we caught up with the coach, and another player who didn't score a lot of points, but definitely lit up the highlight reel.
Oh yeah, Ben Wickery, he was the guy that actually made his impact felt throughout the entire night on a tip-in dunk, electrified the crowd coming over the opposition to do it, set the tone early for them. We obviously caught up with Coach Juwan Hart, fantastic gentleman, was able to really keep his team's composure throughout the game, and we felt that it was slipping away from Sarah headed into that overtime. He was able to bring it all back together.
And here's what they had to say.
And now we caught up with Vaughn Autry. Now, Vaughn, obviously this means a lot to you for a variety of reasons. As we were walking out, you said nothing like this has ever happened to you in your life. It's the most exciting thing that's ever happened to you. Tell us what sort of inspiration you got from winning one for your dad.
The inspiration was just like we had to do it for him. You know, we had to do it for our family, though, because we see the tears in their eyes, and when they got down, we just had to do it for them. Like, this whole playoff thing, whole playoff run that we had, we put together for my family and for my dad, and, like, for the memory that he left us. You know, he was a big part of our team. That's why we wear number 15. That's what number he wore in high school. He just put it on his back, and he was right there with us the whole game, so.
Yeah, did you feel the inspiration from the fans that were here? Because by far you guys had the most loud, the most vocal group of fans supporting you through this championship game.
Yeah, like it really helped us a lot. Like my family, we probably brought about 90 people, and that's 90 people a game. And like we be packing out Sarah and all the other venues that we played at. You know, it looks pretty good. Like they've been loud. They bought all the Superman T-shirts. You know, for Steven, you know, he was just like our black Superman. Like we just, you know, he was gonna be there for us.
So an exciting game when you get right down to it. It started off a little bit sloppy. You guys got it together, came out in the second half, looked very composed. But then they get back into it. O'Dowd gets back into it, takes it to overtime. Did you get more strength, more inspiration, feeling like, man, we got to win this one? We were up big the whole game, and now we're in overtime. What's going on here?
It was just like, because I sat down the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I saw that. Were you lobbying the coaches to get back in the game at that point?
I was telling them, like, can I get back in the game? Can I get back in the game? They was like, we're okay. I mean, we was up by 8 at that point. I went back to them when we was down by 4, and then I told them, I was like, can I get back in the game when he hit the big three? The dude that hit the big three, then they cut it to 1. And they was like, we're fine. And then I was like, I got to put myself in the game. If you don't put me in the game, I'm going to have to put myself in the game. And, like, I came in, you know, we forced a turnover, me and Keith, and then Marquise came and stole the ball in overtime, laid it up. You know, we made a few mistakes, but we bounced back, so it was just all good.
So never in doubt for you either, huh?
Nope, never.
Well, congratulations, Division III state champions, Vaughn Autry. Congratulations and best of luck as you move on, next level. I'm Pete Fox, and I caught up with Pete Schomburger, who is the leader and captain of Division III state champion Sarah Cavaliers. Tell me, as we were walking out, I heard your teammate Vaughn Autry say this is the most exciting thing he's ever happened to him in his entire life. How would you feel?
I feel the same. I've been waiting to get here all my life. My couple years in high school, I mean, I've never been here. to finally get this accomplished, it means a lot to me.
Now, obviously, the overlying sentiment of this team was win one for Vaughn's dad, right? How much excitement, how much pressure was there on you to win one for Vaughn's dad, or how much inspiration did you gather from that?
It wasn't a lot of pressure at all because since playoffs we've been wanting to win one for him. I mean, we finally got here. He's been waiting for us to get here. We finally got here and played. It's been a lot of inspiration because we just want to do it for him. And, I mean, he's done a lot for us. He's like a father figure to me. He did a lot for me. I just want to win this one for him. I just want to go to college and do the same for him because he wanted me to do good at college also.
Obviously, you guys controlled the game for the most part. The game started off a little bit sloppy. You got it together at halftime. Then it got close at the end and went to overtime. Did you ever feel like the game was in doubt?
Nah, I never felt like the game's in doubt because I feel if you get a big lead, I feel the other team is going to get a big lead too. I mean, they got on their run and we just had to calm down and settle and just keep playing hard no matter how big they got on the run. I mean, we just kept playing through it and we just got the win.
So Division III state champions, how do you celebrate for the rest of the night?
Go out to eat with the team, celebrate with the team, and be with our fans and family.
Well, congratulations. That's Pete Schamberger, Division III state champion, captain of the Sarah Cavaliers.
I'm here with Benet Benwickery, guard for the Sarah Cavaliers, Division III champions of the state of California. You had 3 points, the best 3 points of the night. It seemed like you went up on the tip, reached back about 5 feet, threw it down, finished off the free throw. What happened on that play? How were you allowed yourself to get in that kind of position?
I do that all the time. I always try it. I don't necessarily get the dunk, but every time in practice anybody shoot, I watch everybody shoot, and I'm trying to follow through, finish off any points we can.
On your road here, you guys lost somebody. A player, Vaughn Autry, his father passed away a couple of months ago. You guys seem to rally around him. Everybody had the jersey on tonight. What kind of an impact did that have on your team this season?
It had a big impact. He was such a key person. He was one of the people that was at our practice, encouraging a lot of people. He knows a lot of the team. He's been knowing them since we were little. So it's just been a great thing to finally finish off a journey that he wanted us to do.
After Bishop was able to fight back in this game, they sent it to overtime. What was it like when you went into the huddle to start that overtime? Were you still confident?
Yes, definitely. You have to keep confidence. All we did was just keep pushing. Everybody stayed cool, saying that we still got this. They're not ahead. We're not ahead. Just do you.
Did you feel like at any point the game started to slip away from you?
No.
No, not at any point. That's confidence. I like that, Benet. Really appreciate that. Congratulations, Division III state champions.
Thank you.
Speaking with Dwan Hurt, head coach for the Sarah Cavaliers, Division III state basketball champions. Feels good, right?
That sounds great. I could take that all night long.
That is one heck of a trophy. You guys earned it. You played your butts off out there today. What do you find was a key moment in this game tonight?
Oh, I think the key moment was our bench. Kids coming off the bench and was able to contribute, whether it be a three-point shot, a rebound, or a steal.
You guys seem to be pretty much in control. The majority of the basketball game stretched it out, had a 10-point lead going into the fourth. Bishop came back. Seemed like they got some momentum. Then things went to overtime. How did you corral your team? How did you get the focus back headed into that overtime?
You know, I just got them together at the end of regulation, and I said, you know, we were up by 9 points, and we let them back into the game. Once we get up, we can't let them back into the game. You know you're the better team. Let's start playing like it.
Absolutely. Now, you guys had sort of a tragic occurrence on your team. Vaughn Autry's father passed away in recent months. I heard that might have slipped into that conversation, too, to try to get the focus back into overtime. Talk about that and maybe about the impact that this has had and the kind of support that you guys have been able to use from that tragic loss.
No doubt. You know, the whole time during the playoff run, I've been letting the kids know that we're playing for something bigger than you and I. And that was important, and Vaughn really wanted to contribute, you know, and he wanted to be in there, and the guys got kind of emotional. So at the end of the timeout, we all came together and we said, Big Papa on three, which really meant a lot to all of the kids, you know. So that was important to us.
Such a dramatic moment there at the end. It was Vaughn, of course, that hit the free throw that pushed it out to a 4th-point game, basically solidified it. I mean, that's right out of a movie, right?
No doubt about it. When he got fouled, I kind of got emotional because he's a very good free throw shooter. and I knew all he had to hit was one of them to really seal the victory.
Absolutely. Now, was there any pressure coming into this game? Obviously, the state championship brings its own pressure, but you guys also had some success of your own on the gridiron this year on the football field. You guys won state championships. I know there's bragging rights amongst coaches. How much pressure did you feel to finish this one off?
You know, really, it wasn't that much pressure. I'm a product of Sarah football and basketball program at Sarah, and the coach and I, Coach Scott Altenberg and I, are good friends. And the most important thing was that the kids come out, they enjoy it, they have fun, and make it memorable.
Absolutely. Well, DeJuan, I tell you what, great game out there today. You guys showed a lot of tenacity, a lot of mental toughness. Congratulations. Enjoy the championship.
And thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So once again, congratulations to Sarah of Gardena, who wins one for Vaughn Autry's father, who unfortunately passed away just before this playoff run of theirs began.